Welcome to the Colorado School of Mines mid-year graduate commencement ceremony. We will be starting our program momentarily. Please find your seats. In the unlikely event of an emergency that would require evacuation of the arena, please follow the instructions of event staff. Please take this time to identify the closest exits to you. For those seated in the bleachers, your closest exit may be behind you. Special effects will be used during today's ceremony. Please note that they are a part of the program and include bright flashing lights that resemble sparks. The Golden Fire Department has reviewed and approved all of today's special effects. Thank you.
My time at Mines was life-changing. I met my husband, had my first child, made all of my best friends, and got to work on research that I feel like was extremely impactful.
I connected with a Mines alum at BP, and she said, you have to come to Mines. This is the place that you need to be.
I knew that I wanted to do my master's degree pretty soon into coming to Mines, so I worked with my advisor and we figured out how to set up the 4+1 combined degree. So I was able to start taking master's classes like as soon as my junior year, really kind of get into those higher level electives, learn a lot more, and they even apply it into my undergrad classes.
And my research focus is on forecasting river temperatures everywhere, including areas where we don't have local observations.
I did lithophases classification of the Lower Wolfcamp in the Midland Basin.
It's mixed integer programs for energy and economic optimization.
There was a really exciting part of my research journey early on with my first paper where I discovered a new thing about how we describe stream temperature and how it varies throughout the year. As a modeler, I wasn't expecting to hit on anything like fundamental about the science of river temperature, so that was really cool.
I come from a culture which has a very similar, warm, close-knit community, and I feel that way as well at Mines.
You can feel that people care about engineering for the sake of engineering, and I think that really stands out.
So I actually got my offer letter today, this morning, for a full-time offer. That opportunity came through Mines, both through the quality of research that I was able to conduct, but also through my previous internships, which I got from Mines Career Days.
My sophomore year, I'd done like an on-campus interview. When AMD came down, they offered me an internship and they took me on for a summer. I discovered I really liked it. I think they really liked me, so I was able to intern with them for 3 internships now, and then I just got my return offer a few months ago to go there full-time once I graduate.
Not only are we driving necessary change in different areas and getting this great research, but I think we're also showing what a well-rounded engineer can look like.
Everyone, please stand if you are able to welcome the platform party. Today's ceremonial pomp and circumstance was performed and recorded by students in the Mines Music program. The processional is led by Dr. Douglas Nitschka, Faculty Senate Distinguished Lecturer, and Dr. Shubham Vyas, Faculty Senate President. Dr. Nitschka is carrying the university mace, a symbol of knowledge and authority that dates back to the 13th century. Our mace is topped by Blaster, the beloved school mascot. Dr. Vyas is carrying a replica of the 16th century book, The De Re Metallica, widely considered to be the foundational book on mining and metallurgy. This book represents the body of knowledge shared by Mines faculty and students. Its opening and closing on our stage today indicates the beginning and ending of today's ceremony. Platform Party members include Trustee and Alumnus, Mr. Michael Coors. President and Professor, Dr. Paul C. Johnson. Provost, Dr. Stephanie Tompkins. And academic department heads, deans, and vice presidents. Continuing the processional, our interdisciplinary graduate program directors. Now, let's give a big round of applause for our doctoral and master's degree candidates representing the class of 2025. Today, we will be conferring 96 doctoral degrees and 294 master's degrees. The flags on our stage represent the home nations of our graduates. Angola, Argentina, Azerbaijan, Belarus, Brazil, Burkina Faso, Canada, Chile, China, Colombia, Egypt, France, Ghana, India, Indonesia, Iran, Iraq, Kazakhstan, Kenya, Kuwait, Lebanon, Libya, Mexico, Mongolia, Nigeria, Pakistan, Paraguay, Peru, Portugal, Saudi Arabia, South Korea, Spain, Trinidad and Tobago, Turkey, Ukraine, the United Kingdom, Venezuela, Vietnam, and the United States of America. Please remain standing until all of our graduating students have entered the arena. Please remain standing for the singing of the national anthem, performed by students in the Colorado School of Mines music program, under the direction of Professor Kirsten Carpenter.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
The singers will now perform the Mines alma mater to the tune of Ora Lee. The alma mater opens convocation and begins commencement, marking the transition from Mines student to Mines alumni. You can find the alma mater's lyrics on the inside cover of your program.
Raise your voices, engineers, your devotion sing. To the greatest school of mines, let the chorus ring. Hail to thee, CSM, to our hearts most dear. Every miner loves thy name, and every engineer. Honor, glory to thy name, these we pledge anew. While we live to sing thy fame, alma mater true. Hail to thee, school of mines, silver and the blue. Every miner sings thy praise, alma mater true.
Please be seated. And now, please welcome to the podium the 17th president of the Colorado School of Mines, Dr. Paul C. Johnson, known to today's graduates as PCJ.
All right, thank you. How about another round of applause for those amazing student singers that were just here? All right, good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of Colorado School of Mines, welcome to all of you who've joined us, both here on the beautiful, if somewhat windy and underpowered Mines campus, and remotely on the live stream. We're here to recognize our graduates and celebrate their accomplishments. If all goes as expected, we'll be conferring 390 graduate degrees today, and we're looking forward to congratulating each of them when they cross the stage later in the program. We're going to celebrate many things today: the completion of advanced degrees, successes in research, and the journeys unique to each of our graduates. For example, some of our graduates came to Mines from other countries. Some are the first in the history of their families to ever complete an advanced degree, and some came back to school to earn a degree that will enable them to change fields or advance their careers. Others earned degrees while working. Some had families to support, some launched new families, and some had challenging life events to deal with. Our graduates were teachers, mentors, and leaders Some were student athletes, and some shared the gift of their artistic talents in Mines Little Theater, orchestra, band, and a cappella performances. With that in mind, we start this commencement with a moment of thanks and reflection offered by Samara Garvey. Samara, why don't you come on up stage? Get to stand right here and look good for a moment. All right. So Samara is no stranger to Mines graduation stage. She arrived at Mines in 2012 as an undergraduate, coming from Trinidad and Tobago. All right, got a good cheering section for that one. Her first residency at Mines led to both bachelor's and master's degree in geophysics and a job in the energy industry. The lure of earning a doctorate degree brought her back to Mines in 2021. Later in this ceremony, when we cross the stage, she'll be completing the Mines degree trifecta as Dr. Samara Garvey. In Samara's case, it might be better to call the Mines degree hat trick, given that she's married to former Mines varsity soccer player and dual Mines degree recipient Richard Garvey. Samara has always been an active and engaged member of the Ordigger community. She has been president of the Mines Activity Council, a member of our Blue Key Honor Society, and she has contributed to workshops, courses, and conferences, from an engineering design course that remains especially close to her heart to an engineering education award and a role in our annual campus leadership summit. Samara's dissertation focused on multi-component seismology, but she reflects that during her doctoral studies, she became just as much a student of education as of seismology. And if you're wondering what multi-component seismology is, I had to ask ChatGPT about this one. It says it's comparable to listening with both ears instead of just one, and has the potential to provide clearer and more complete pictures of the underground. Close enough? All right. Okay, for the near term, Samara will continue as a postdoctoral researcher at Mines, after which she plans to go wherever her curiosity takes her. Please join me in welcoming soon-to-be Dr. Samara Garvey to the podium.
Thank you, Paul. Members of the faculty and administration, fellow students, family, and friends, it is my honor and privilege to offer an invocation for our commencement. Today, we give thanks for our institution, Colorado School of Mines, and for all those who helped us on our journeys to this significant accomplishment in our lives. May Mines continue to grow as a dynamic center for immersive learning, inspired discovery, and the pursuit of innovation. May those who teach, learn, and create together under the auspice of this institution continue to find joy in both the challenges and the triumphs of their endeavors. As we celebrate the completion of our degrees today, let us carry forward the knowledge and connections we have gained to effect positive change. Whether our next climb leads us to new academic summits, blazing trails in our professional careers, or exploring paths yet unknown, may we find and root ourselves in purpose, uplift others, and enrich the world we share. As we look toward the adventure ahead, may our hearts forever hold gratitude for those who have shared in and supported our educational journeys. We especially thank our dear friends and family, both humans and pets alike, whose love and unwavering belief have guided us to this milestone. As we prepare to celebrate our academic achievements, we carry in our hearts the memory of those who shaped our journey but cannot be present today, whether through loss or circumstance. For those we have lost, please join me in observing a moment of silent reflection in their honor. May the stillness of this shared reflection awaken in us a deep gratitude for the opportunities and freedoms that allow us to pursue learning, life, and love. May we all proceed into the world with humble, thankful hearts and a reverence for those that changed the world before us, upon whose legacy we will continue to build. Thank you, and congratulations to all of us for the achievements we are celebrating today.
Samara, number one, I think you've earned one of these. And number two, I think you have a cheering section here, partly this way and partly that way, right? So will the Samara cheering section stand up for us so we can come. All right. It is so cool to see you here. I never imagined. I once went to a meeting run by Samara. It was run better than any board meeting I've ever been in my life. And she was the one that created PB&J with PCJ. And never imagined way back then that we'd be seeing you up here getting your doctorate. So it's going to be amazing to see you hooded a little while in the ceremony. Thank you for being part of this. Now, I mentioned earlier that we'll be conferring 390 degrees in this ceremony, and I wanted to provide some context on how significant that accomplishment is for our graduates. First, the doctoral and master's degrees that we will confer today are the most advanced degrees available in the sciences and engineering. Second, this is an elite group of graduates, in part because fewer than 1% of all adults complete a master's or doctoral degree program in engineering or the hard sciences. And third, our graduates have earned degrees from Colorado School of Mines, one of the nation's premier engineering and applied science universities. Since our founding in 1874 and for over 150 years, Mines has focused on producing top scientists and engineers, industry leaders and entrepreneurs, and the knowledge and innovations that industry and society need for prosperity. Simply stated, we focus on things that matter. You can see that reflected in today's commencement program. It lists what our graduates have studied and researched, covering topics that are top of mind for our nation, like affordable and sustainable energy, our nation's critical mineral supply chain, and artificial intelligence and quantum technologies. These graduates will be future leaders in advanced manufacturing materials, robotics, process optimization, economic analyses, managing our natural resources, assessing the dynamics of our planet, and figuring out how to live and travel farther in outer space. So where are our master's degree recipients? I think you're over here. Would you please stand up for us so we can recognize you? Yep. Some of you chose your degree programs to increase your depth of knowledge in your undergraduate major area, while others chose to learn a second engineering discipline or add business management and leadership skills to complement your engineering credentials. You completed a wide range of in-person and online programs. You may have combined coursework and research or just focused on coursework. Some of you took advantage of our 4+1 option, which provides an efficient path to earn both bachelor's and master's degrees. Congratulations to all of you. I'm looking forward to shaking your hand as you cross the stage in a little while, and you can go ahead and sit down for a few minutes. Let's clap for them again, yeah. Okay, now would our slightly slow to arrive to the ceremony doctoral candidates stand up for us? All right. You came to Mines to explore new frontiers in science and engineering and work closely with our world-class faculty, some of whom are sitting next to you here today. Through your doctoral dissertation research, you have each become the world's newest leading expert in your field. What you have done at Mines and will do in the future will drive change in the world, including how we provide reliable energy and clean water to all, how we acquire, utilize, and be better stewards of the Earth's and other planet resources, how we make the world a safer place, and how we enable and use new technology like artificial intelligence and quantum computing to improve quality of life for all. Congratulations to you two. We look forward to shaking your hands after you've been hooded by your dissertation advisor. So why don't you stay standing up, and I'm going to ask the master students to stand up with them again for a moment. All right. So now, whether you're a master's or doctoral degree recipient, you likely benefited from the support and encouragement of others. And as Samara suggested earlier in her invocation, we should take a moment to thank all who have supported our graduates on their journeys to this place and time. So on the count of 3, would all of you please rotate clockwise 180 degrees and face the audience? Okay? 1, 2, 3. I was trying to decide whether there was a higher percentage over here or over here. We'll watch the next one. Anyway, we're facing the right direction, which is the good thing. So with that done, will the parents of our graduates please stand? Yep, all right. Welcome, yeah. You probably discovered, as I did with one of my kids, that being a graduate student parent has its own unique challenges. The toughest might be that relatives and neighbors expect you to be able to explain what your student is studying or researching. Sound familiar, anybody out there? I don't know how many of you can do that, but it is difficult for most of us. We rely on our students to explain it to us simply, but their ability to do that so often seems to decrease with time in graduate school. And so we end up saying to friends and relatives things like, he studies rocks, she works with water, or they do something with AI, or it's very complicated and I gave up trying to understand it. In any case, the important thing was not your understanding of the graduate studies, but the encouragement and support you offered your students. So thank you for that, thank you for being here, and graduates, why don't you give it up for your parents? All right, how about parents, you may sit, and how about the spouses and significant others, please stand. You know that being family members isn't easy, and as you get asked the same questions the parents do, plus you see firsthand the work required and the time spent on studies and research, and the emotion swings that sometimes accompany great or poor test results and research discoveries and setbacks. If your family member was a doctoral student, you also had to deal with the dreaded, when are they going to get done question. And you probably didn't know how to answer that, and sometimes secretly worried that your family member might have been thinking that perpetual student is a career path. So thank you for your emotional support and encouragement you provided, and thank you also for all that you did to keep these graduates focused on completion. And graduates, let's give it up for these. Okay, how about friends, siblings, other relatives, and coworkers? Where are you? Please stand up. Yeah. You are the group we affectionately refer to as the distractions, and some of you are very, very good at that. You didn't have to answer any of those tough questions that the parents and the family members had to. You just enticed our graduates to sneak away and hit the trails, head to the ski slopes, play online video games, or meet up at the local brewery. Even though you might have prolonged their graduate studies, you helped our graduates find balance and joy, and we all know how critical that is to success in life and school. So graduates, let's give it up for your distractors. Okay, now, hold still, I'm going to ask all of our faculty to stand. And graduates, your job is to turn in whatever direction it takes to face the closest faculty member to you. So for the PhD students, you're probably staring at your faculty mentors, and for the rest of you, you can probably look somewhere here, or some of you might be closer to somewhere over there. Anyway, our faculty, staff, fundraisers do a lot for our graduate students. They educate, they inspire, they support, they coach, they mentor, and they secure financial support for our students. They are the reason Mines is consistently ranked in the top 5% of all public universities, and why we are one of the few universities in the nation to hold the prestigious R1 Carnegie classification for research. I like to brag that the Wall Street Journal named our faculty the best across all U.S. public universities for their balanced dedication to both classroom instruction and scholarly research. And graduates, let's give this group a big round of applause for all they have done for you. Okay, graduates, now when I count to 3, you have to rotate counterclockwise to face the stage. So it's a different amount of degrees for some of you, so we'll just let you do that, so okay? But we just have to rotate the right direction. This is the last chance to rotate correctly, all right? And the audience is gonna judge how well you do. So 1, 2, 3. All right, what do you think, audience? They do good? Okay. Finally, I would like to recognize Michael Kors, who's our representative here from the Board of Trustees. Michael, why don't you stand up for us? Let's thank Michael for being here. Michael is an alum and a governor-appointed trustee, and later today in the ceremony, he's going to have to read some words that hopefully will confer your degrees. So we're lucky he showed up. And so let's thank him one more time for being here. All right, so stay standing just for a second, then we'll sit down. But in wrapping up this welcome, I would like to say to all of you, our graduates, that our trustees, along with our Minds faculty, staff, leadership, and alumni, all recognize your significant accomplishment and are proud to call you graduates of Colorado School Minds. My request to you is that you share and always carry that pride with you wherever you go in life and your career. And as you make your mark in the world, I hope that you find some way to help others pursue their educational dreams. You are all hell of engineers, hell of a scientists, hell of economists, and ore diggers for life. Congratulations. Now you can choose if you want to stay standing for the rest of the ceremony or sit down now. Okay, we'll do the sitting one version. All right. So it's now time to hear from one of our soon-to-be graduates. And so please welcome over here by the podium doctoral candidate Kathleen Toman-Wiedmark, and she's going to give the student address. And you ready for this?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, all right. So, like Samara, our invocation speaker, Kat, is also completing the Minds degree trifecta today. In her case, this includes a bachelor's degree in chemical engineering with a minor in public affairs, a master's degree in operations research, and hopefully today, a doctoral degree in operations research. I think we're positive. We're optimistic about this one. Kat's dissertation was supported by a Kerner Family Foundation Fellowship and focused on applied mixed energy programming, which I think in the video before the ceremony started, you attempted to explain what that meant. But in any case, it's something that can help businesses make decisions, particularly with respect to designing and optimizing their processes for efficiency. Yep. Sound good? All right. Man, I'm sounding smart today. Yes. So Kat's work was of such high quality and impact that it led to her recognition as a finalist for the prestigious Rath Research Award, and we'll hear a little bit more about that one later. In addition to being a stellar researcher, there are a lot of other dimensions to Kat. She was a student athlete on Minds track and field team, a graduate teaching fellow in the economics and business department, and she was president of the graduate student government. In addition to her bachelor's, master's, and doctoral degrees, Kat recently added another credential to her resume, MOM. Kat and her husband, Minds alumnus and former track and field student athlete Arvid, welcomed Arvid Luther Wiedmark V to their family this year. I have to say, the name sounds a little bit like a Star Wars character to me, but it's pretty impressive. And I know with his DNA and family history, he is bound to be a future ore digger. And in the next few months, you'll be moving to California for a new adventure. So please join me in welcoming Kat to give the student address.
President Johnson, esteemed faculty, family, friends, and of course, graduates. Thank you for being here to celebrate this milestone with us. When I first started graduate school, my advisor used to say, completely seriously, operations researchers are going to take over the world. At the time, I remember thinking, what did I just sign up for? And I'm willing to bet every one of us has had a moment like that early on at Minds. Maybe it was during your first homework assignment or in your first research meeting, when the words sounded like they were coming from a different planet, and you didn't even know where to start. Maybe it was later when you realized you had hundreds of edits to complete for your advisor, or a huge stack of quizzes to grade in a class you TA'd for, and you had to do that by that night. At some point, we all wondered, what have I just signed up for? But standing here today, looking at what we've accomplished, I think my advisor might have been onto something. Because every single one of us has already solved one of the most important optimization problems of our lives, graduating from Minds. Optimization is figuring out the best possible path when nothing is simple, when every option has trade-offs, and no answer is obvious. And if that's not the story of earning a Minds degree, I don't know what is. Whether or not we realized it, we've been practicing the skill of optimization long before we stepped onto campus. We set goals, compared options, made decisions in uncertain times, and kept going even when the constraints felt impossible. For me, that started even before graduate school. I initially chose a different university for my bachelor's degree because I didn't want to follow in my older sister's footsteps to Minds. But the other college didn't have Blaster, and I realized that Blaster has it all. He's approachable, fast, stubborn, great with kids, and capable of amazing feats on mountain trails. Everything I'd want to be. It wasn't obvious initially that Minds was the right choice for me, but after adding Blaster into the model, the solution became clear, and I made the change. Although each of us has accomplished something extraordinary today, none of us solved this problem alone. We had mentors, professors, family, friends, classmates, and sometimes even strangers who stepped in at exactly the right moment. I was lucky to gain a mentor in my internships who encouraged me not only to pursue a PhD, but to not be afraid to start a family while completing it. Everyone here has people who nudged us forward, believed in us, or reminded us to breathe when things felt overwhelming. They were the variables we didn't know we needed until they were there. One of those unexpected variables, for me, came last October when I found out I was pregnant. My husband and I were thrilled, and also suddenly navigating a very different PhD than the one I had planned. I'm sure every parent here today can relate to how the optimal solution changes for just about anything when you have kids. For me, I experienced perinatal depression throughout my pregnancy. During a time that should have been exciting, I was weighed down by not only what was happening, but also by the demands of research, teaching, and leadership responsibilities. At first, I felt like I had to do it all on my own, that asking for help meant that I was failing. But that's the thing about the Minds community. They show up when you need them to. I'm grateful to my lab mates, my advisors, and my peers in the graduate student government who supported me in ways that made all the difference. Moving meetings so I could get to prenatal appointments, noticing when I was struggling and stepping in to take some of the load off. The Minds community didn't just help me finish my PhD, they helped me become the person who could finish it. I'm sure each one of us has had moments during our degrees when the people around us inspired us and helped us push through. The arrival of our baby this summer was a big inspiration to my husband and I. And I know there are older children here today. If your parent is graduating with a degree right now, congratulations to you as well. When people ask how our 5-month-old is doing, my mom likes to say, "Good, he's just tired. He's been working on this PhD his whole life." I personally don't have the power to grant any kids or other relatives in the audience honorary master's or doctorate degrees. So all I can say is thank you to every parent's little assistant who had to listen to practice presentations, talk through research problems, and help us figure out whether we're on the right track or not. As we leave Minds, life will continue handing us new problems to solve. Some will be exciting, some will be intimidating, and some will feel unsolvable, until suddenly they're not. In those moments of uncertainty, I hope you remember something simple. You can pivot, you can adjust, you can reevaluate and try again, because you are a Minds graduate, someone who knows how to think critically, troubleshoot, iterate, and push boundaries. You've done hard things before, and you'll do them again. But there's also a responsibility that comes with that. As we move into the next stage of our lives, we have the opportunity and privilege to help others figure out their own paths. To be the mentor who says, I believe in you. To be the friend who helps someone see the possibilities they didn't know they had. To step in at exactly the right moment for someone else, just as others stepped in for us. I will always be grateful to my advisor, Dr. Alexandra Newman, and my other collaborators who never hesitated to make space for me, even when that meant welcoming a crying newborn into a research meeting. So as you step out into the world, whether you're headed into industry, academia, or like me, an adventure you haven't quite defined yet, remember this. You have everything you need to face what comes next, and the world is a better place because you are in it. Solving problems, supporting others, and yes, optimizing in your own unique way. Congratulations, graduates and families, on this incredible achievement. I'm so excited to see how you will change the world.
Hang on for a second. So do we have a cheering section here today?
We do.
How about the cat cheering section standing up? All right. So I think your PhD assistant is going to need one of these at some point.
I think so.
So please take that with you. And the audience may not believe this, but I actually have like nothing to do with choosing graduation speaker, either the invocation or the student speaker. And this particular ceremony, there are a couple speakers that I happened to meet very early on in their time at Minds. And actually, I met Kat before she even came to Minds, because she was standing behind me in line at Starbucks with her sister Liz. And at the time, she was actually at Emory University and considering coming to Minds. And I'm really glad you made that decision, and I'm really glad you're here today. And I'm really glad you have a great family with you to go forward with the California. So thank you so much.
Thanks.
Congrats. All right, at this point I would like to introduce Dr. Walt Capan. Walt, come on up. So Walt's our Vice President for Research and Technology Transfer, and Walt's going to speak to us about the important role that our graduate students play in our research enterprise, and he's going to announce the winner of the Rath Research Award. So Walt.
Thank you so much, President Johnson. As I'll be retiring in early 2026, this will be my last commencement ceremony participating as Vice President for Research and Tech Transfer at Minds, and this is one of my favorite privileges at the university, to be able to present the Rath Research Awards. We're celebrating excellence and impact in the work of our PhD candidates from this research-intensive university. The essential role that Minds graduate students play in research is celebrated by the Rath Research Award, which recognizes the PhD research dissertation that has the greatest potential to make a positive impact on society. This goal to make an impact, a difference for people and planet, has been at the core of Minds research for over 150 years. Our Rath Award nominees exemplify the diversity, quality, and relevance of the Minds research portfolio. And so today we'll bestow the Rath Research Award named for Dr. Bhakta B. and Sushama Rath for excellence in doctoral thesis research. It was established by Dr. Bhakta Rath, a senior official at the U.S. Naval Research Laboratory, is a member of the National Academy of Engineering, a decorated researcher, and a distinguished friend of Colorado School of Mines. I'd like to recognize and commend all the outstanding finalists for the Rath Award. Their research spanned topics as diverse as developing robust robot teams, planning for multi-agent systems and their interactions, to wildfire impact on snow hydrology in current and future climate scenarios, to new high-pressure membranes for separation and treatment of PFAS, the forever chemicals in wastewater. These topics and those of all of our nominees that represent the top research arising from mines are listed in the commencement program. And I can confirm that the award selection from such strong candidates was extraordinarily difficult. Let's give them all a round of applause. Congratulations to each of you for your outstanding research and scholarship. And now I'd like to introduce the winner of this year's Rath Research Award. It's Dr. Shui Wang. Congratulations. Shui, please come up to the stage as I say some nice things about you. We are just thrilled to be able to share this award with you. It's well-deserved. Shui's dissertation is titled Understanding of Plasma Surface Interactions During Plasma Etching of Silicon-Based Dielectrics for Semiconductor Device Fabrication. He was advised by Professor Sumit Agarwal in Chemical and Biological Engineering. Shui Wang is a rising star in the field of semiconductor processing, and he's been at the leading edge making fundamental discoveries that will enable advances for future generations of high-precision sub-nanometer semiconductor device fabrication, including those for AI systems and supercomputer devices. During his research, he introduced several unique lab capabilities, including a delivery system for anhydrous hydrogen fluoride, HF gas, into the plasma, and a new analytical system to characterize the chemistry of the materials produced in the plasma etching process. Currently, this lab at Mines is the only one in academia in the United States that has this capability, and Shui built it. Shui's dissertation directly addresses challenges associated with fabrication of next generation products, and we know that the demand for computer chips is expected to increase dramatically over the next decade for applications in AI, data centers, self-driving cars, industrial automation, and control. Reestablishing a leadership role in chip manufacturing is a national priority, and Shui's work is an important contribution toward U.S. innovation and advanced manufacturing competitiveness. Shui, your research is already having significant societal impacts with ripple effects that we expect to see for years to come. Congratulations on receiving this award, and we'd like to present you now with a plaque and a cash award.
Thank you, Walt. And how about a round of applause for Walt and for all the service he's done for Mines? All right, we have, let's see, one more thing to do, and then we'll have graduates crossing the stage. And for this next thing, I would like to invite up Mines alumna Sarah Chase. And Sarah is going to extend a greeting from the Mines alumni community to our soon-to-be newest alumni. So please join me and welcome Sarah to the podium.
Hi, everybody. So from the stage today, I get to be the first of many alumni who are about to tell you, congratulations, you've earned it. Today, you'll leave Mines as the beneficiaries of a world-class education from one of the most prestigious engineering and science universities in the world. We, the alumni, hope you take great pride in this accomplishment. Yesterday, you were members of a highly select group, the students of the Colorado School of Mines. And today, I have the honor of welcoming those of you who this is your first degree, welcoming you to this loyal and proud community, the alumni of the Colorado School of Mines. And those of you with multiple degrees, or 3, like the 2 ladies up here today, welcome back. While the tendrils of the Minds community can be found in so many places, there's two I'd like to share with you today. First, wherever you go in your life and in your careers, you'll find other Minds alumni. And I do mean wherever. They pop up in the weirdest places, all around the globe and often where you aren't expecting it. Whether you meet these fellow alum organically or seek them out through things like our local alumni groups, we hope you find ways to meaningfully connect with them and to share your experiences and knowledge with the next generations of ore diggers. Second, the Mines Alumni Association is continually working to foster and strengthen connections and service among the alumni community. In short, we're here to give back to you for many years to come. Keep an eye out for tried and true traditions as well as new and exciting events that provide you opportunities to connect to fellow alum, volunteer for Mines, continue your professional growth, and maybe most importantly, to have a little bit of fun. For example, we hope to see you back on campus for E-Days this spring. So once again, congratulations on your great accomplishments today, and welcome to the School of Mines alumni community.
I think you need one of these too.
There's a whole stash under here, guys.
Oh, don't tell him that. We have to get these up here ready. Blaster gets little hats too. Just to echo something that Sarah said, you will meet people in the strangest places. I've discovered if there are two people, like in an airport in the middle of nowhere, there's some gravitational force which we have yet to describe mathematically. They will bump into each other in that airport. I have experienced that. I'm trying to think the strangest place I've even bumped into. I remember like stopping in Burley, Idaho to get a lunch at a Burger King, and I walk in the door and instantly somebody comes up to me who's an alum from Colorado School of Mines. So it's amazing how you'll meet people, and it's a really cool network of folks, and definitely take advantage of that. Okay, so it's time to actually congratulate some people across the stage. Graduates, you ready for that? All right. Okay, so let me explain how this is going to work. So the first group that's going to cross the stage will be our doctoral recipients. Okay, they'll be followed by the master's students. All of them are going to get greeted by a line that will probably stretch across the stage of greeters. That will include Provost Stephanie Tompkins. So Provost Tompkins, why don't you stand up and maybe start right here. We'll have our deans, Terry Hogue and Peter Owen up here. We'll have our Dean Carl Frick up here, department heads, interdisciplinary graduate program directors. I'd like to invite Michael, if you'd like to shake hands, to join us up here as well. Walt, if you'd like to join the receiving line here across the stage. And then as various majors pop up, faculty, if you'd like to pop up from wherever you are and come stand over here in line, feel free to do that as well. Parents, families, friends, co-workers, everybody who's here in the audience, we invite you to make a lot of noise. So let's, like clapping, cheering, contraband noisemakers. There's always one in the room. I'm waiting for it. There we go. And if you're in the stands, feel free to stomp your feet. You want to practice that? All right, good. Okay, so let's just everybody make a lot of noise for a couple seconds. So we're all warmed up. All right. Okay, so I mentioned the doctoral degree recipients will be the first ones to cross the stage. They actually come with like a handler. Not sure. It's not. I don't think they need. I think they can make it across the stage themselves. But actually, they're accompanied by their dissertation advisor. Parents, you may have heard your students refer to these faculty as their PIs. But these are the faculty who have worked with them throughout their dissertation and their doctoral time here at Mines. Placing the doctoral hood on one of your graduate students is a huge honor for any faculty member, and that's why we would like to make sure that we do that here on the stage. It's a really proud moment for both the doctoral degree recipient and the faculty member. It can also be a little entertaining because the doctoral hood, it doesn't look anything like a hood, right? And it's not always easy to get it on the recipient correctly. And particularly if there's a little bit of a height difference between the faculty, mentor, and the dissertation, it can get a little messy up here on stage. So anyway, it's good entertainment, if nothing else. So good luck, faculty PIs, doing that. When you're being hooded, the photographer will take a nice picture of you here on the stage, and then you keep going across the stage. So we think we're ready to do that. All right. Okay. Anybody who wants to shake hands, join us up here.
From Mining Engineering, Bill Zish, Department Head. Dr. Amid Morshidlo, presented by Dr. Jamal Rostami. Dr. Sultan Elshin Erolu, presented by Dr. Sebnem H. Duzgan.
Dr. Yu Ting Yu, presented by Dr. Sebnem H. Duzgan.
From Civil and Environmental Engineering, Dr. D. Vaughn Griffiths, Department Head. Dr. Mariar Amir Hosseini, presented by Dr. Vaughn Griffiths and Dr. Ning Liu. Dr. Andrew James Kaler, presented by Dr. Tim Strathman and Dr. Derek Varden. Dr. Aaron Michael Griffin, presented by Dr. Tim Strathman and Dr. Christopher L. Bologna. Dr. Nicole Adrienne Masters, presented by Dr. Christopher L. Bologna. Dr. Kathleen Mills Hawkins, presented by Dr. Christopher P. Higgins. Dr. Fareed Shabani, presented by Dr. Reza Hedayat and Dr. Lori E. Tunstall. From Metallurgical and Materials Engineering, Dr. Jeff Brenecka, Department Head. Dr. Yuran Kong, presented by Dr. John G. Spear and Dr. Lawrence Cho. Dr. Marie Jean Thomas, presented by Dr. Suveen N. Mathaudhu. From Electrical Engineering, Dr. Abd Arkadan, Department Head. Dr. Rakan Almazmomi, presented by Dr. Abd Arkadan. Dr. Mahdi Homayi-Nejad, presented by Dr. Omid Bey. Dr. Cyrus D. Boucheri, presented by Dr. Tyrone L. Vincent. Dr. Asma Mahmood, Mohammed Romia, presented by Dr. Qiuhua Huang. From Geology and Geological Engineering, Dr. Alexis Navar Sichler, Department Head. Dr. Luke Joseph Gezovich, presented by Dr. Perret Plink Björklund. Dr. Lizer Guillermo Silva, presented by Dr. Leslie Wood. Dr. Jonathan Eric Stotberg, presented by Dr. Steve Sonnenberg. From Chemical and Biological Engineering, Dr. Nanette Boyle, Department Head. Dr. Joseph Patrick Briggs, presented by Dr. Carolyn Coe and Dr. Reuben T. Collins. Dr. Joshua Worley, presented by Dr. Carolyn Coe. Dr. Luke Friedrich Christians, presented by Dr. Alex Pock. Dr. Chelsea Garcia Johansen, presented by Dr. Nikki L. Farnsworth.
Dr. Shui Wong, presented by Dr. Sumit Agarwal.
From Mechanical Engineering, Dr. Anthony Petrella, Department Head. Dr. Anna Christina Corman, presented by Dr. Ann K. Silverman. Dr. Tyler Evans, presented by Dr. Robert Key and Dr. Tyrone Vincent. Dr. Edwin Bettinger Glaubitz, presented by Dr. Joy E. Gockel. Dr. Hao-Yuan Lee, presented by Dr. Mohsen Asali Zayyem. Dr. Carlisle Deus Munz, presented by Dr. Paulo Cesar Tabares Velasco. Dr. Alexander Westra, presented by Dr. Leslie E. Lamberson. From Petroleum Engineering, Dr. Jennifer Miskimans, Department Head. Dr. Mohammed F.F.S. Al-Shanami, presented by Dr. Erdal Ozkan. Dr. Kaveh Amini, presented by Dr. Hossein Kazemi. Dr. Ashtiwi Al-Mahdi Bahri, presented by Dr. Jennifer L. Miskimins. From Geophysics, Dr. Paul Sava, Department Head. Dr. Ana Monica Garcia Ceballos, presented by Dr. Ji Jin.
Dr. Anna Titova, presented by Dr. Ali C. Tora and Dr. Michael B. Waken. Dr. Adesh Pandey, presented by Dr. Jeff Schrag.
Dr. Samara Melody Garvey, presented by Dr. Jeff Schrag and Dr. Matthew R. Siegfried. Dr. Rachel Willis, presented by Dr. Matthew R. Siegfried. From Applied Mathematics and Statistics, Dr. Stephen Pankovich, Department Head. Dr. Meng Jia, presented by Dr. Dorit M. Hammerling. From Chemistry, Dr. Brian Truen, Department Head. Dr. Eran D. Ajeti, presented by Dr. Shubham Vyas. Dr. Emma Marie Archer, presented by Dr. Jennifer C. Schaefer. Dr. Scott Edward Massimi, presented by Dr. Brian G. Truen and Dr. Michael McGurk. Dr. Scott Raymond Cleary, presented by Dr. Michael McGurk. Dr. Michael Mogadaznia, presented by Dr. Michael McGurk. Dr. Matthew Coates, presented by Dr. Svetlana Pilipenko. Dr. Jason Foster, presented by Dr. Svetlana Pilipenko. Dr. Genevieve Stelmakovich, presented by Dr. Svetlana Pilipenko. Dr. Joshua Reese Dunbar, presented by Dr. Mark P. Jensen. Dr. Wyatt Scott Nobley, presented by Dr. Mark P. Jensen. Dr. Darius Hayes, presented by Dr. Ryan M. Richards. From Physics, Dr. Frederick Sarazin, Department Head. Dr. Spencer Fretwell, presented by Dr. Kyle G. Leach.
Dr. Madeline Kara Hanley, presented by Dr. Fred Sarazin.
Dr. Bojana Ivanic, presented by Dr. Daniel E. Adams. From Economics and Business, Dr. Scott Hauser, Department Head.
Dr. Maxwell Samuel Fleming, presented by Dr. Benjamin Gilbert.
Dr. Christina Olegovna Pittman, presented by Dr. Maxwell L. Brown. From Geochemistry, Dr. James Ranville, Program Director. Dr. Charles Tyler Depp, presented by Dr. Jim Ranville. From Hydrologic Science and Engineering, Dr. Eric Anderson, Program Director. Dr. Ariel Koshkin, presented by Dr. Adrian M. Marshall. Dr. Daniel Johannes Philippus, presented by Dr. Terry S. Hogue. Dr. Ahmed Touré, presented by Dr. Eileen R. Martin.
From Materials Science, Dr. Eric Toberer, Program Director.
Dr. Henry Kwanzaa Aful, presented by Dr. Corinne E. Packard. Dr. Elliot Brim, presented by Dr. Ryan M. Richards. Dr. Jair Fernando Fajardo Rojas, presented by Dr. Diego A. Gomez Gualdron. Dr. Henry Edward Geerlings, presented by Dr. Jonah Clem Toole and Dr. Amy J. Clark. Dr. Yudong Kim, presented by Dr. Ryan P. O'Hare and Dr. Neil P. Sullivan. From Nuclear Science and Engineering, Dr. Mark Jensen, Program Director. Dr. Vanessa Linero, presented by Dr. Jennifer C. Schaefer. Dr. Jacob Aaron Tellez, presented by Dr. Jennifer C. Schaefer and Dr. David T. Wu. From Operations Research with Engineering, Dr. Alexandra Newman, Program Director. Dr. Kathleen G. Toman Veidmark, presented by Dr. Alexandra M. Newman. From Quantitative Biosciences and Engineering, Dr. Kevin Cash, Program Director. Dr. Sarah Renee Evans, presented by Dr. Richard C. Holtz. From Robotics, Dr. Andrew Petruska, Program Director. Dr. Jonathan Allen Diller, presented by Dr. Chi Han.
Dr. Seth Adam Stewart, presented by Dr. Andrew J. Petruska.
From Space Resources, Dr. Angel Abud Madrid, Program Director.
Dr. Kyla Pumahana Edison, presented by Dr. Kevin M. Cannon. Dr. Aaron Rezick, presented by Dr. Chris Dreyer. Dr. Ian Edmund Jan, presented by Dr. Christopher Dreyer. Dr. Alexander Q. Gilbert, presented by Dr. Morgan Daniel Bazilian.
Okay, how about another round of applause for our newest doctoral degree recipients and their faculty advisors. Okay, the next group to cross the stage will be our master's degree recipients, and you have a special assignment from your parents. They have asked me to make sure you take a good picture crossing the stage. All right, so it's a little awkward. When you get to me, you're gonna shake my hand, but you're not gonna look at me, you're gonna look at the photographer. Okay? It's a little weird doing it that way, but that's the best way to get a good picture. If the first person does it right, and you're a master's degree recipient, so there's no reason you shouldn't get it perfect. So first person gets it right, everybody else does it perfect as well. So master's degree recipients, there's a tendency for you to like rush across the stage, but enjoy your time coming across. Your degree is very significant, and you've waited a while to get here to be recognized, so enjoy your time crossing the stage too.
From Mining Engineering, Bill Zish, Department Head. Rabiu Abdul Salam Touré. Adil Gabdulin. Cesar Garcia Alonso. Kayode Komolafe. Gabriel Rodriguez Moniz. Alistair William Sim. From Civil and Environmental Engineering, Dr. D. Vaughn Griffiths, Department Head. Sam Allen. Alexis Yvonne Dobbins. Jaden Elizabeth Elbers. Riley Jordan Geldine. Jane A. Horn. Alexis Funging Johnson. Luke Rourke Kimsey Biglen. Catherine Ann King. Jeremy Mitchell Lake. Sophia Jaden Lee. Jackson Lane Metters. Kiana Marie Raffaeli. Benjamin Carter Scott.
From Metallurgical and Materials Engineering, Dr. Jeff Brenica, Department Head.
Natalie Adele Compton. Juliana Jade Glover. From Electrical Engineering, Dr. Abd Arkadan, Department Head. Christopher Lawrence Grauberger. Kenneth Yoshio Hora. Zachary L. Matthias.
Tori Polda.
Grant Nicholas Restel. Walter Gabriel Moy. Muhammad Tayyab. Yuxihi Wakeshima. Edward Mitchell Zimmer. From Geology and Geological Engineering, Dr. Alexis Navar Sichler, Department Head. Aaron James Adsit. Aldifa Rizki Afimanya. Cesar Albino Arroyo. Lauren Michelle Bettinger. Garrett James Ryder. From Chemical and Biological Engineering, Dr. Nanette Boyle, Department Head. Jacob Jerome Harris. Sean Allen Matthews. Kaylee Mia Sefchik. From Mechanical Engineering, Dr. Anthony Petrella, Department Head. Christina Acosta. Zachary Allen Cagle. Eva Elise Christensen. Grayston T. DeBlasi. Logan Eugene Dushkin. Ian Anis Ferdowsian. Alexa Marie Fiore. Maximilian August Kephart. Irene Manishimwe. Zachary Millard. Kevin Michael Oswald. Haley Elaine Otting. Cameron Junichi Paul. Anthony John Perea. Christopher Lauren Stone. Ben Lucas Tima. Cole Troutman. Dorothy Lee Van Komen. Braden D. Wilsey. From Petroleum Engineering, Dr. Jennifer Miskimans, Department Head. Zenitha Aswal. Maria Luz Duran, Kirsten Joyce Mazrin. From Geophysics, Dr. Paul Sava, Department Head. Mario Jorge Kianica Gorgel. Gianna Maria Job. Mia Lynn Youngman. From Applied Mathematics and Statistics, Dr. Stephen Pankovich, Department Head. Georgia Alexandra Brooks. Cash Curtis Cherry. Aideen Wallish Ake. Riley James Moen. Lauren June Quesada. From Chemistry, Dr. Brian Truen, Department Head. Lexi A. Collins. Nicole Loisan Wills. From Physics, Dr. Frederick Sarazin, Department Head. Nia Trung Van. From Computer Science, Dr. Iris Bahar, Department Head. Blake Daniel Adauto. Sterling Arthur Baird. Gregory John Bell. Tyler S. Bray. Gabrielle Francis Soblan Christensen. Ritvik Reddy Durgempudi. Isaac C. Fry. Kira Squeak Hansen. Nicholas D. Iverson. Sean H. Kennedy. Ethan Fisher Coe. Eric Arthur Luhrmann. Ryan Austin Marsala. Aiden David Paul. Caitlin Rates. Ethan Zachary Richards. Sovan Sok Sam. Quinn Vo. Nathaniel Hyde Webster. From Economics and Business, Dr. Scott Hauser, Department Head. Grace Akini. Abdul Rahman Al-Turki. Jacob Michael Barella de Herrera. Michael William Barker. Elif Boskurt. Christian Daniel Briones. Rachel Lau Davy. Felipe Arturo del Castillo. Coleman Joseph DuSavage. Hannah Ann Harling. Ryan Hunter Hughes. Benjamin Gus James. Matt Lee. Anthony Kenneth Legrani. Mark McCurdy. Sean C. McNair. Kwaku Ose Osafo. Trudy Ann Petzold. Aldous Ramadan. Aaron Joseph Ria. Davian Rubin Sandoval. Thomas Shoulders. Alexander Otto Shaw. Zane K. Sokolovsky. London Thomas Spivey. Connor Russell Wild. Wyatt Azgabai. From Humanities, Arts and Social Sciences, Dr. Sandy Woodson, Department Head. Faizatu Adamu. Francis Boateng.
Lauren Elizabeth Perez.
From Additive Manufacturing, Dr. Craig Bryce, Program Director.
Liam Daniel Adler Pollock.
Navdeep Busri. Joseph Lee. Trent Thomas McNamara. From Advanced Energy Systems, Dr. Robert Braun, Program Director. Jeremy Kenachukwu Bakken. Thomas Esposito Kelly. William Hogan. Madeline Grace Jacobson. Niels Reese Johnson. Jennifer Ann Kane. Darren Thontom Meeker. Emily Frances O'Connor. Ian Pointer. Aidan D. Wheatley. From Data Science, Dr. Sutir Bandyopadhyay, Program Director. Grace Helene Ari. Brianna Lynn Binder. Thomas Anthony Braswell. Logan Lee Douglas. Carla Maywin Ellefson. Nathan William Howland. Jaden Daniel Zhu. Beatrice Lowe. Akshitha R. Mudupu. Logan Brooks Pike. Ryan Peterson Pike. Miley Tinker. Dia Vinod. Rowan Michael Wallace. Claudia Marie Wilson. From Geochemistry, Dr. James Ranville, Program Director. Logan Ross Bakovich. Emma Jones Fredrickson.
Cale Headings.
Andrew David Regensberger. From Geographic Information Systems and Geoinformatics, Dr. Wendy Joe, Program Director. Christopher King. From Humanitarian Engineering and Science, Dr. Richard Krahenbuhl, Program Director. Philippe Damoiseau. Taylor R. Erickson. Melissa Ann Trykowski. From Hydrologic Science and Engineering, Dr. Eric Anderson, Program Director. Karen Elizabeth Pedersen.
Annie Elizabeth Tucker. From Materials Science, Dr. Eric Toberer, Program Director.
Austin Patrick Escobar. Keely Ann Fawnan. Callan M. McClone. Tyler B. Simpson. From Quantitative Biosciences and Engineering, Dr. Kevin Cash, Program Director. Brooke Elise Amadown. Caden Banta. Ryan Andrew Carbajal. Kalen Ethan David. Dylan J. Langdon. Daniel T. McLaughlin. Evelyn Ottaway. Devin N. Patel. Skylar Traver Rinderknecht. From Robotics, Dr. Andrew Petriska, Program Director. Joshua J. Higgins.
Bill Huin.
Lucas Gabriel Niewanner. Caroline Chase Rippey. Zachary D. Royal. William Aaron Simpson. Trevor J. Wolf.
From Space Resources, Dr. Angel Abud Madrid, Program Director.
Isabel Casasbuenas.
From University Honors and Scholars, Dr. Tony Lefton, Assistant Provost and Executive Director.
Joanna Elizabeth Harden.
Okay, wrapping this up with the last one to cross the stage, someone who miraculously, I don't know how it works, somehow managed to earn 2 master's degrees their same time. So we got to give it up like twice as loud, plus the last one to cross the stage. We just got to give a lot up for this one. So,
Yuda Jatmiko.
all right, how about another big round of applause for all of our master's degree recipients? Yeah? All right, okay, we have reached that part of the program. We're going to make your degrees official. I assume that's what you would like to have happen. So, all right, good. Sounds very enthusiastic. I'm going to need the help of Provost Tompkins and Trustee Michael Kors for this. So they're going to join me at the podium. We're going to read some words, but first, Provost Tompkins, would you tell us a little bit about our graduates?
Certainly. So today we're conferring degrees to 96 doctoral candidates and 294 master's degree recipients. So you heard a few of the different clusters and things that sort of make you special. As I call out the categories, I'd like you to please stand up, accept your very well-earned applause, and then sit back down. So our class includes soon-to-be graduates who are the first ever in their family to earn a graduate degree. Those who earn their degrees while supporting their families. Who earn their degrees while working full-time off campus. Came to minds from another country. And of course, President Johnson, this group includes student athletes as well. Would all of our graduating student athletes at either the D2 or club level please stand? So President Johnson, you seem to show up at a lot of sports events. Could you tell us something about this group?
Sure. Stand back up again. The student athletes, please. Our D2 and our club sports student athletes. So I can tell you a little bit more about them. So first of all, this group includes this semester's President's Senior Scholar Athlete Awardee, Grayston Desblasi. So Grayston, wave your hand right here in the center. Grayston is a wrestler who once pinned an opponent in 15 seconds and is number 3 in the Mines record book for most wins. He's also former Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference Wrestler of the Year and first team academic All-American. Great to have you here today. I know we also have at least a couple members from our 2024 National Championship Cross Country team because I just shook their hands crossing the stage. Why don't you wave those of you who are right over here on this side, all right? And many of our student athletes here have been Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference champion teams, or they were RMAC individual champions. And we have also student athletes here who are All-American and academic All-American status, which is just amazing. For those of you who don't know, academic All-American status, you have to compete at the national level, in the championship level, basically nationally. You have to do really, really well in the classroom at the same time. And I like to brag about the fact that Mines is the leader in NCAA Division II in producing academic All-Americans. And just to put that in context, in Division I, the school that does that is Stanford, and in Division III, the school that does that is MIT. So pretty good company, right? So pretty cool, yep. And I just want to say that this semester, our women's rugby team won their first national championship ever, right here. Our cycling team won their 7th national championship. Women's cross country was the national runner-up at their highest podium finish ever. Men's cross country finished 3rd in the nation, and women's volleyball and soccer made it to the second round of their respective NCAA tournaments. So how about a big round of applause for all of our student athletes. Okay, and you may be seated. All right. Okay, so we're going to go over how this conferring and wrapping up the ceremony stuff will work. So the 3 of us standing here, we're going to read some words that confer your degrees. Hopefully we get it right, or we got to start the ceremony all over again, which we don't really want to do. So I think we'll try our best to get it right. When we reach the end of the sacred word reading part, we're going to have one last opportunity, all of us here, to congratulate our degree recipients as a group. It'll be pretty obvious when we get to that point, and this part needs to be super duper really loud, because the person who gets to decide whether the ceremony is actually over is sitting at the end of the stage there. That's our Faculty Senate President, Dr. Villas, and he gets to decide whether or not you're loud and energetic and everything else enough for him to close the book. We once had to do this for like 30 minutes. or something like that. But I think he's ready to go home. I don't know. So maybe he'll be a little better at this anyway. So he'll close the day Re Metallica, which is that book there on the end of the stage. When he closes that book, some recessional music is going to kick in real loud, and the platform party is going to head out for the exit. I'd ask everybody to just give them a minute to get out the door before you start moving. But once we're done, feel free to join us outside. I think Blaster the Burrow is outside waiting to take pictures with you if you'd like to do that. There's some things, I think, in the stand-up things in the Student Center and other places you can take pictures around as well. But I wouldn't miss an opportunity to take a picture with Blaster. I'll tell you that. Anyway, we do correlate all the pictures afterwards with the graduation list, and sometimes we knock people off for not taking pictures with Blaster. I don't know. No, anyway, we won't do that. But in any case, before we start doing all that, first of all, I just want to say to all the graduates, congratulations. We're very, very proud of you. Awesome job, and happy holidays to everybody here today. We're going to go for the holiday version of Blaster now. All right, and actually, there's one thing that we don't usually do, but Walt, since this is your last ceremony, I'm going to give you the option of joining us here, and you can choose lightsaber or blaster. Blaster, okay, come on up. I'm going to have to give you instructions. I'm always afraid to give people with PhDs the blaster. We generally limit it to master's degree recipients. So this is a device that was built by the Minds Maker Society specifically for this. People always feel like Blaster actually enjoys going in here. Trust, it's okay. I heard that lesson. There's a safety switch right there. All right. You flip that up. Okay. But when Siobhan closes the book. Okay. All right. Not yet, Walt. And don't point at anybody. Particularly, we don't want to take out anybody in the front row. Okay. It's happened before. Okay, all right. Graduates, you ready? Audience, are you ready? How about an audience warm-up? Yeah, okay. I like this audience. They're good. So, Provost Tompkins, would you kick us off?
All right, with today's doctoral and master's candidates, master's degree candidates, please rise. Right. President Johnson, with the approval of the faculty, I recommend that the doctoral, Master of Science, Professional Master's, or Master's of Engineering degree, as appropriate, be conferred upon these candidates. The candidates who are unable to be present today will be awarded their degrees in absentia. Their names appear in the program.
Thank you, Provost Tompkins. And I'll leave the podium at this level. Trustee Corrs, I present to the Board of Trustees these amazing candidates. Each has been recommended by our world-class faculty. I concur with the faculty, and it is my honor to present these candidates to you and the board for your acceptance.
President Johnson, by action of the Board of Trustees of the Colorado School of Mines, taken on December 18th, 2025, I direct you to award these candidates the degrees they have earned. Congratulations.
But there's more. with that encouragement, I think I will read the rest of the words because they are necessary. And they're the favorite words that I get to read every year, and it really is my honor. Upon the recommendation of the faculty and by authority of the Board of Trustees, I confer upon all those who've been recommended by the faculty the degrees of Doctorate, Master of Science, Professional Masters, or Master of Engineering, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. If you happen to be wearing a mortarboard or you have a tassel, you can move that from the right to the left. Congratulations, class of 2025. Now let's make some noise for them.